guys, Rob here. Thought we would do the second video to the Mark White's LACS. Take a look at the other side of the guitar as well as the electronics. We'll take a brief overview. And let me tell you guys, this thing just continues to be weird and quirky all throughout, and I absolutely love it to death. This is just a crazy guitar and just so cool. So here we have the back. And really, nothing too crazy going on. It is an RG 550 shape, same belly cut and everything like that. Same neck joint, has just the standard tilt, doesn't have like a gem cut or anything like that where it would have been going all the way across and more flat. But so again, that tells me it's going to be like a more of a 550 mold or whatever they used to create this was definitely geared towards that. I don't know if LACS CNC'd back then or if these were all handmade. It's very possible that they were, but I'm not 100%. We can certainly try to do some more research and reach out to a few folks and see what they say. I say a few folks, but really the guy that built this, and possibly Mark. So maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky. But anyways, yeah, so here's the back. Again, nothing too crazy. You notice it's, one beautiful solid block of wood here, basically. The string ferrules are, let's bring kitchen light. I am pretty sure they're brass, like anodized black on the outside. They are very hardy, very thick looking, just really well done ferrules. Not cheap. No, I don't think so. Little dings on this, has the usual. I mean, if you don't find an RG that doesn't have one of these, I mean, you're in a rare category, because pretty much all of these bodies eventually got a ding. Another kind of cool thing, if you haven't noticed, is the input jack. I don't know if it's something that LACS did. I was kind of thinking about this. Usually the barrels are recessed in 550 bodies. But this one isn't. It has this interesting ring ferrule thing around it. Pushing it out probably a good 1/16 of an inch probably, so it's sticking out a decent ways there. I'll take a look under the hood here in a second, but that is not the other odd thing. If you notice too, the plate. All right, here I have one from a regular RG series. You can see, because we don't have that massive spring cutout, right, because usually there'd be a shelf here, right, with the other plate would fit on top of, but we don't have that, so they didn't bother doing that. They didn't stop there, so that's interesting. We'll take a quick peek and see what it looks like under there. That's really about it, though, for the back of the body. It has its fair share of kisses and dings, but it is what it is. Take a quick peek now under the hood. And there you guys go. Has the standard route that I would expect for a rear routed RG series. The classic wang shape. I don't know. Like, did they not realize? I mean, did nobody see that on the drawing board? Did nobody see that? Now that I pointed that out, now you cannot unsee that. So there you go. Yeah, got a cool thing in here. We're gonna be doing a few things, but I noticed that these are full-size pots. I don't know if they're Borns or Alphas. They might be. Let me see what can go on in there. So look, it's serial numbers in the back. Interesting. I don't know if they really mean anything. Is that a 5? Yeah, that's a 5. So maybe that is 95. Maybe these are dateable. Not all of them are, but they are pretty standard. Everything in the electronics cavity looks pretty normal. Shielding paint, again, pretty normal. There's a switch, so what we're going to be doing is replacing the 5-way. It is no good, broken on the bridge position, so that's going to go. So since we're under here, we are just going to rewire it. Put some push-pulls in here, get some ideas going, because we're going to be replacing that middle pickup. So stay tuned for some more information on that. But she deserves a good going through. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. We're looking here, again, nothing too spectacular. Your atypical jack input. Of course, another thing that you do notice though is that it's a shorter. You have a little bit more room back here because it's pushing this way, so it just looks like a shorter, like a short one, a short barrel. There's that chip again. So they used normally I think don't they usually use black primer, but maybe not. There's a white primer. Definitely basswood for sure. Wanted to mention that in case I hadn't before. You know, definitely not mahogany. It's 100% basswood, which again I would expect. All right, so that's it for that. Again, nothing too crazy. The plate is a little bit of a mystery because of the number on it. I don't know if it means like, I don't know, because why is it a 7? Because to me that would be like an 87, or would it be 2007 or 1997? Couldn't be 97 because this is a 95, right? So is this just like an old original plate that they just like, oh, I just had this like laying around the shop and they just threw it on there? A7. I mean, that's interesting. If anybody has any ideas on this one, it's a mystery to me. Again, maybe they just grabbed it off the shelf, like, oh, I need a back plate, grab, done. Another nice thing is it has like almost no wear. Usually these get corroded so bad from palm sweat, but as you can see, really, I mean, shockingly clean. Just a tiny hair of corrosion right there and there. Crazy. So yeah, cool. So that's it really for the body. I want to point out a few things on the neck since we didn't really look too deep into the neck. So we have it right here. Kind of flip it over so we can just take a quick peek. Again, this has the same profile. I actually brought out my kind of junk 550 Wizard neck over there. I say junk, but I mean, it can live again. Needs a lot of work. Needs a lot of love. I'll just put it that way. A lot of things happen to that neck. But good use for comparisons anyways. I think it's a 91. Yeah, it's a 91. So, you know, kind of like towards the middle run of the 500 series, which ended in 93. Started in 87. But some interesting, cool things about this neck. Again, the quirks and features of this neck, it's just so weird. You know, it has a standard, couple little nut cracks going through here. Nothing to be worried about at all. It's almost like a rite of passage. Almost be worried if necks don't have them. But like, did you even play that? Does the neck even play good? I don't know. No. So yeah, so looking at the 91 neck, it's a big glaring difference. Look at the grain. Yeah, so this is a quarter sawn. You can tell by this funky grain pattern here. Goes all the way to the neck, that everything's quarter sawn on this neck. If you look at here, big open grain. Right, so this is just like your straight grain. This is your quarter sawn. I think it's straight grain. I don't know if there's I'm quite sure what the term would, but just normal basically, normal maple. Yeah, the profile is I mean, it's so dang close. It really is. They really feel almost identical as far as their profile. This one definitely has a nicer feel to it. This is very sticky, but you know, maybe I could bring it back to something like this. But for now, this one just feels so good. So great neck, absolutely fantastic. You know, God, I love this nut, man. You know, another thing too that's awesome about this nut is if you can see how it's mounted. That means you can shim this thing. You can raise and lower that. It's shimmable, easily shimmable because of that cool plate. Man, that thing is so neat. Yep. So there you go. Non-branded tuners. They just say made in Japan. So they're not like the Godos. Like here's the 91, right? So the Godos, standard RG 500 series Godos. But yeah, pretty cool, man. Absolutely love this neck. Neck is gonna shred again. All right, take care.